Jonathan did a beautiful job of picking them out. To start with, tonight is the last night really of the 1984 season. After tonight, we look forward to strictly 1985. Tonight is history. As far as the Buccaneers are concerned. To start with, I'd like to introduce to you at least the board of directors of the drum corps for the 1984 season. And if I could have each one just stand up and give us a nod so that all the parents know who you are. We start this year with the president, Don Higgins. Vice president is Joe Lacerda. Our treasurer, Mr. Vern Woodward. Our secretary, Shirley Moore. Public relations is Virginia Curley. Probably one of the most important people on the board of directors, a fundraiser, which would be Judy Lacerda. From that point, what I'd really like to do is turn the mic over to Bill McDonald, because I know all the kids are sitting there just waiting to see who's going to get these trophies, and we'll get right into the awards. Okay?
How you doing, everybody? Once again, I'd like to welcome you to the Buccaneers 1984 banquet. I'd like to recognize various groups of people that are here, and when I mention each one of you, let's hear it from you. First, I'd like to recognize the various parents and boosters who do everything to make everything possible. Without them, we go nowhere. Secondly, I'd like to recognize the instructional staff, Frank Smith, head brass instructor, Glenn Wells, the head percussion instructor, and Judy Chandler, the head teleguide instructor. Thank you, instructors. Into your hands we very confidently place the drum corps. Thirdly, I'd like to recognize the various alumni of the drum corps that are here with us tonight. Welcome home. The history of the drum corps is written in your persons, and we take this opportunity to recognize your contributions. Finally, a big welcome for the marching members of the 1984 Buccaneers. This year, the members of the drum corps carried on our traditions under heavier burdens and worse conditions than a kinder fate would have allowed. And the 1984 Buccaneers will be remembered as the corps that laid the foundations for a glorious future. And tonight, they are what drum corps is all about, and this is their night. Now we'll get right into the various presentations. First, the drum corps has a presentation to make up for something that we goofed a little bit last year. As you may or may not know, drum corps is like Never Never Land. You can only be a kid to be here, and everyone activity-wide must leave their drum corps on their 22nd birthday. In a drum corps like the Buccaneers, unlike national caliber corps, in national caliber corps, many people march until they graduate, until they no longer can. That's not usually the case in the Buccaneers, but we did in fact last year, after whatever, 11 or 12 years, finally have someone graduate the drum corps for the first time. And to mark that occasion, we had a flag made up of that person on which we misspelled his name. Very typical of the drum corps. So we'd like to represent this year a flag to Al St. Louis. Al, again, is the only person to ever graduate the drum corps. We have a second special presentation here. As we all know, especially those of us who were around this winter, it was a very brutal year for the drum corps. The drum corps went through the greatest trauma of its existence. As far as I think, part of that problem was a great deal of problems with the instructional staff, which was really a revolving door of people who really didn't care very much about the drum corps. And I remember times in April and May when the entire staff thought that the drum corps should go inactive and presented their arguments why. We, of course, refused to do so. And after that dismal succession, we finally did chance upon a man who did a great deal to make the 1984 Buccaneers successful. I'd like to give a special recognition to Frank Smith, the head brass instructor. Okay, on to the various awards and trophies. We're going to begin with a little bit of humor, maybe. We're going to begin with some awards that were selected. The captions selected by captions for these awards were selected by a committee of the 3 most senior members of the drum corps. And then the winners of the particular award were voted on by the membership at large. So if I could have Mark Curley, Mike Curley, and Cheryl Gruen, they will give out these awards. No one will take the microphone.
So she went on the bus and changed into plastic bags. And she walked around the park after like this. And she got a lot of stares, actually. Like a sentence of what? Yeah, sure. Oh, yeah. Got around the most just in a choking way. It's like the core flirt. And person who had the most fun, pretty much the whole Eastern Circuit. Just kind of shelter around them. The person who got like to get wet the most. This happened in the middle of the rainstorm when nobody was around. And he jumped in the dolphin pool with all the dolphins swimming around. So I'd like to present this to John Biden.
I'd like to make a couple notes on the members' awards. Although only one person could win those awards, there were many nominees. In fact, there were, I believe, 8 nominees for Core Clown, 8 different people that were voted on. So I guess we have a pretty funny bunch. And there were 5 people who were voted for Core Flirt. So I guess they had a good time. Proceeding with the awards. Our first award is for outstanding marching, and for that we'd like to have Frank Smith come up and present this.
Well, I'd like to thank everybody for coming here, and for my first two. Seeing as Bill's staff hasn't been around much last year, I was lucky to give out this marching award at the end. And this award is by far given to Sheriff Lewis.
Because of the size of the drum corps this year, we couldn't give out all the awards that we usually do, or virtually everyone would be awarded. But we have one in each caption: horns, drums, color guide, marching. Except for the horn line, because of their larger size, we do have a second horn award. That is most improved horns, which will also be awarded by Frank.
This award is given to the one person who's left in the line that I marched with last year, and we have noticed a remarkable improvement. This award goes to Nathan Hill.
Outstanding Drum Award. To present this, we'd like to have the head percussion instructor, Glenn Wells, come up. This is the Outstanding Drummer Award. This goes for the kid who not only could play, but had a good attitude towards the whole drum corps. Whenever we needed work, we could offer work, we could offer support wherever we needed support. He's all around a good member of the drum line. I taught the drum line for the last 2 weeks of the drum corps, and I greatly appreciated all his assistance and everything I got from him. This year's outstanding drummer for 1984 Buccaneers is Mark Cody. Now we're down to the heavy hitters. The next award is Rookie of the Year, which I always have a special place myself for rookies in the drum corps who don't always know what we're all about and sometimes have to go through a great deal more trial than the other members. And I think this award is very important, very significant. This award this year goes to the little girl who blew all of us veterans away. It goes to Danielle Felix, Rookie of the Year. Right up there, probably the most important award we issue, along with Rookie of the Year, is our award for Buccaneer of the Year. And again, this goes to the person who was the all-around best. Many considerations go into these awards. Attendance is important, attitude is important, fundraising, performance, you name it. The all-around best. This goes to the person who, while everyone else is having a good time on the bus, this person is sitting taking up flagpoles. This goes to Jennifer Moore. Buccaneer of the Year.
Well, what we have left here now is two memorial trophies that have been with us. One of them only the last couple of years, and the other one has been with us for the last 7 or 8 years. I'd like to give you just a little bit of an explanation about the trophy as we go into it. And then maybe some of you new people that don't know the name on the trophy will have a little bit better understanding. I'm going to start with the Kathleen Taylor Memorial Trophy. Kathleen was a girl that had marched with us since she was maybe 7 or 8 years old. She spent maybe 8 years marching with the drum corps itself. And going back about 3 or 4 years ago, 1 week before we went on the field, we lost Kathleen. And the kids in the drum corps always wanted her name remembered. So we decided to come up with, and I shouldn't say I decided to come up with, no we, but the kids of that year decided that they'd like to see a memorial trophy so that Kathleen was always remembered as long as the Buccaneers were around. So tonight, to present the Kathleen Memorial Trophy, which, always goes to one of the girls in the color guard, I'd like to have our color guard instructor up here, Judy, please. Now, before we present the trophy to Kathleen, because this is a revolving trophy that moves each year from one kid to another, we do have something for the child that had the trophy for the last year. And at this time, I'd like to have Judy present the plaque to Kathy Peterson. Mary Morello. The next one we have is the Dick Milley Memorial Trophy. This trophy goes to an outstanding horn in the drum corps. This nominee is chosen not only by the horn player himself, but by his attitude in the drum corps, and like Billy said, with his fundraiser, his help at every event that we have. But it does definitely go to our horn player themselves. Dick Milley, I did not know personally. It was long before my time. But from what I had heard of the fellow was when the drum corps had first started, it was in its infancy, Dick Milley was not an instructor, was a parent, had a kid in the drum corps. The child herself was not a horn player, but Dick was always there. Whenever the horn line practiced, Dick Milley was there to help them out. He himself was a horn player in a band. If I'm not wrong, I believe he was a trumpet player. And he really had a love for kids coming up in the musical field. He spent many hours working with the kids on the field, off the field, at his home, doing anything he could help for any kid that really wanted to learn how to play a horn. This year, to present the Dick Milley Trophy, I would like to have his lovely wife, Florence Milley, up here. Again, we have a plaque to present to the holder of the Dick Milley Trophy for last year. And it wasn't for last year, it was for the last 2 years. Billy said a few words about this fella, but believe me, he came into the drum corps years ago. I don't think he ever had a horn in his hand before. They handed him a horn. I don't think he knew which side to pick up and which side to put to his mouth. He worked with the drum corps. He ended up to be one of the better horn players that we've ever had. He is one of the best kids that the drum corps has ever had. He was a leader amongst all the kids in the drum corps for years. And nobody will ever forget our big Al Sinclair. This year is going to get a little something to remember us by, and hopefully stay with us for years to come.
Those of you here who were here last year at the Awards Banquet will recall that I complained, if you will, at the time, that it's not easy to give out these awards, and you may find it hard to believe, but I have a voice in several of them, and it's something that I spend a good deal of time agonizing over, because there are many outstanding performers and members of the drum corps, and it's not easy to pick recipients. I'm not the only one. There's been many people who've said, geez, I wish I didn't have to give out an award at all. Every member of the drum corps is a winner, and to recognize that, we have a certificate to present to each member, marching members of the 1984 Buccaneers. First I have Johnny Higgins with me here. Yes, could each of the members, after we present these, go over in front of the DJ and stand so that the parents have an opportunity to take photos, as everyone stay there until they're all done. Okay? We get a photo of the drum corps. The first certificates that we have are for the little guys, what we call our parade members, who help us out in the parades and someday may be members of the drum corps. The first is for Mike Brown. Oh, don't forget the flower. Hold on. Our other person who helped us out with some parades this year and is presently a member of the drum corps, John Schwarzel. Okay, beginning with the people who marched in that immortal corps on the field of the Eastern Mass Finals. First, Don Barbieri. Cheryl Bolio. Marsha Casella. Mark Curley. Mike Curley. Cheryl Pruitt. Our Rookie of the Year, Danielle Felix. Nathan Felix. Samantha Felix. And Sean Felix. Unfortunately, there's no more Felixes. Bonnie Lacerda. Veronica Lacerda. Caroline Moore. Jennifer Moore, Buccaneer of the Year. Mary Morello. Where is she? Julie Pelletier. Let's hear it for them. They are, of course, by far the smallest Buccaneer corps that has ever marched, and maybe just the bravest, and certainly worthy of all the credit that we can give them. So you getting pretty over there? Getting pretty for the parents? Okay.
Natalie Connie, if you don't mind.
You guys aren't being very photogenic here. Just a sec. Just a sec. Are we all set? Okay. Members sit down. Let's see. Here, Julie, you want to give us a hand? We have a door prize. A door prize, ladies only door prize, gentlemen. That's why your ticket wasn't taken. A ladies only door prize of the centerpiece. The centerpiece is going to whatever lady it was who possessed this ticket. Ticket number is 029.